You start drinking and then all of a sudden you're doing rails of coke. Why does that happen? Why every time you drink do you start fucking doing the booger sugar? Here's actually why, of what you don't realize. There is a psychological side to this and a behavioral side to it. One of the things that ends up happening is your brain is very good at doing risk, reward, all of it. Well, when you mix this with alcohol, guess what? It increases dopamine production. Your brain actually remembers that and now puts this into a process. A lot of times with addiction, we don't realize the processes that we're creating. That's why addicts themselves, you'll get high just getting the drugs, getting ready to IV. All of that is a process of getting high because your brain is remembering all this and it becomes a sequence. Also, when it comes to drinking and alcohol, one, this lowers your inhibitions. Also, when it comes to putting cocaine into your system, it's a stimulant versus a depressant. So it does make you feel good. It makes you feel like you can last longer. The cocathylline that you're creating is very euphoric. But all of this is actually programming into your brain that when you drink to buy Coke, because of this process that it will create, that it will increase your dopamine production, that it will increase your feeling, and your brain will not forget this. This is why it's almost like secondhand nature. You don't realize it's happening because it does happen on a psychological, subconscious level. I mean, comment your experience down below. A lot of people do struggle with that, and they'll say, you know, I myself included, I had to quit drinking also and alcohol to do cocaine, all of that at the same time. And my biggest fear always was is if I drank, I will go right back to Coke because it was just so repetitive. It was like you didn't even realize it. I would go out for a couple beers. Next thing you know, I'm getting a bag and now I'm doing a bag and now I'm going on a bender. It was so second fucking nature for me. But it was on that subconscious level of my brain knowing to get to point A to point B, now to point C to point D to keep this high going because it's chasing this high and it's chasing this dopamine production. And that's one of the scariest fucking things about addiction, man. We become an addict and a lot of times we don't realize why we are and why it's happening the way that it is. Remember this, when it comes to getting sober, there is no right or wrong way of getting sober. It's your way. And whether it's going to inpatient treatment, go to rehab, man, outpatient treatment, download Sunflower Sober. It's tagged down below. Link is in the bio. Find a therapist, a doctor, a psychiatrist, get on the right meds, go to an AA meeting, go to an NA meeting. Do all that and then some, man, but don't give up. For the one out there fighting through every single day, I am proud of you. It does get better and you are worth it.